Hey everybody, my name is JS Matthews and welcome back to Writing and Role-Playing. And today we're going to continue with our painting of the heroes from the game Shadowed Paths. It's the expansion for Lord of the Rings Journeys in Middle-earth made by Fantasy Flight Games. And today we're going to paint the hero Eleanor. And this is a really great looking model, but for some reason I was looking at it, I don't know, it just screamed like pirate captain. I'm not sure why, just did. So as I start painting that, I don't follow the exact coloring on the card or anything, but I think it turned out pretty good. So let's go ahead and jump right on in here. First thing I did there was paint all the leather parts with a leather brown, and then I grabbed, I think this was like a linen color, and painted each of the parts that I was missing there, sort of like her shirt that was sort of sticking out. And finally, as you can see, I'm finally figuring out how to adjust the camera here so it can actually give us a little bit better view of what's going on. I'll get better as we go along here. But we went into the cloak here with Stegodon Scale Green, and it's definitely more of a blue, maybe a little bit of a teal, but it's definitely more of a dark blue. And everything looking pretty good so far. I also go in here with just a pure black and hit her gloves. Again, I was kind of thinking of like almost like a pirate duelist kind of look here, and those black gloves really kind of sell that. Look a bit fancy, you know. I kind of like that. I always try to paint my characters with sort of a type of character in mind when I do that. So I hit both gloves with the black, and then I also went in and start hitting her pants here. But I think I was just kind of touching some stuff up, and I ended up going back through and changing that color up. But here we are, just kind of cleaning things up here, touching things up. And again, me with my amazing camera skills. I think this was just a pure white, and I hit sort of inside of her shirt there. It's supposed to be kind of like the undershirt. And then I grabbed a silver and covered her sword in the nice bright silver. I thought that looked pretty good overall, and I end up changing the hilt from a silver to a bronze later on, but I don't think I got that one on camera. Next, with the base colors here, again, I'm touching up that undershirt, just kind of adding a bit in there. And then I decided to hit her pants with a bit of green. They don't stay green though. I really didn't like the green color, so I end up changing it up here using a wash actually, and it really changes it up, really kind of makes it look a little better. But I do hit her pants with some green. I also did do her boots in the black as well. Same, just pure black as those gloves. But the green, I'm not a big fan of, and I do kind of touch it up here. Next, we hit her hair with just some, I think this is a mix of a leather brown and then dryad bark. So a bit of a darker brown than that leather color would be. And again, I think it looked pretty good. As you can see, I also painted her scabbard with a little bit of bronze there and some brown. And then also finally did the cross brace on the sword. And did that with a nice, I think that's Balthazar gold. It's more of a bronze color. And just kind of cleaning up the hair here and painting where it should be. Alright, next up we're grabbing Cadian Flesh Tone, and I'm just going to hit her face with this, and that's really the only skin tone part, is just her face. So pretty easy little part here. Just be real careful there. Again, anything you mess up, just touch it up. Not a big deal. But overall, there's the base colors looking pretty good. I actually really like the way this turned out so far. I then went through and hit it with a bunch of washes. I thought I was recording, but I wasn't. I did Drakenhof Nightshade on the cloak and then also on the pants. As you can see the pants there. Really, I hit it with a lot of Drakenhof Nightshade, and it actually turned it into more of a teal, which I really liked. Here I am just doing a dry brush of pure white, and that's just over the black gloves and the black boots, just to kind of pick out those raised areas, give it a little bit of highlight, almost some shine to it. I need to figure out a better way to highlight black. I also grabbed some gray here and just started dry brushing up the pants, as you can see. Yeah, it looked pretty good there, just kind of picking out those raised areas. Now next up here, I started just kind of highlighting that cloak. I just grabbed that Stegodon Scale Green again and just touch it along those edges, just the raised areas of the cloak. I do eventually do a little bit of a dry brush as well with sort of a lighter color. I mix some, I think it's Lothern blue, a really light blue into that, and do a little dry brushing. But here I am dry brushing the hair as well, just mixed in a lot of that leather brown and a little bit of maybe yellow to it, I believe. And that just kind of gives a really nice really nice highlight color to the hair. And now I'm kind of hitting all of anything that's brown, pretty much all the belts and the buckles and all that stuff, and her leather shoulder pads, all of that stuff hit with a little bit of that same sort of a dry brush, that lighter brown and yellow. And that really, again, just kind of picks those out and makes them stand out. Now here I am with that lighter blue, just dry brushing that cloak just to make it stand out a bit more. Again, she's kind of a flashy sea captain, not in the lore, but just in my mind. So that's kind of how I painted that up. And I really like the way that turned out. I think that cloak looked really good. I think everything came out pretty good there, and that is the finished product. I did actually paint her little headband red. I don't know why I didn't do the blue color it was. I thought I had enough blue. Wanted to throw in some red there. And honestly, I think Eleanor turned out great. I really like this character, really like the model. Thought it turned out really good. So this is our third episode. We're going to be heading out to the last two. I'm going to turn this into a 5-episode series. I was thinking of only doing 3, but I think we'll bump it up to 5. So if you enjoyed this, leave a like and maybe even subscribe. I got plenty of other painting and dungeony goodness coming your way. And yeah, good luck with all your writing and role playing, and I will see you all in the next episode. Take care now.